Hey guys, it's Boomer, and I have a super exciting announcement. We here at Service Entrance People are now officially brand ambassadors for Reaper Apparel Company. We could not be more excited to join their roster and to help promote their brand and their entire community. And just like Pixie and I have battled anxiety and depression, so have the folks at Reaper, and they know that the present is not something to waste. It's all about trying to be the best version of ourselves every single day and making our dreams come true like we're doing here on Service Entrance People, and the folks at Reaper are as well. So please join the Reaper community, check them out. Go to reaperapparelco.com, use the coupon code Service Entrance People for 10% off all of your purchases, and you can check out the links in our Facebook and Instagram to get 15% off as well. That's reaperapparel.com. Promo code Service Entrance People.
You got to make a reservation. It's very difficult to get in.
Well, it's okay. I'll use the service entrance. I'll see you at 9.
Welcome
And bienvenidos
to another episode of Service Entrance People. I am Boomer.
And I am Pixie. Hola.
Hola, Pixie. For those of you who are new to the show, just jumping in, this podcast is for and about the gritty, underpaid, underprivileged service industry workers of the world.
Unite.
We have clearly made some wrong turns in our lives because no matter what, we have ended up here in jobs where no matter our talents, our art, our skills, we end up dealing with the infamous Karens and Florida Man. And Mr. and Mrs. Von Uppity on a daily basis, day in and day out. You and I, we walk through the parking lot of broken dreams, and we enter through the specially, sadly marked side door. You know the one.
The service entrance door.
That's the door. If you are interested in listening and sharing in the war stories of the industry, and if you're curious as to what us,
the help,
are actually thinking, we are going to be sharing with you stories of the strange, shocking, and hilarious, because laughing is the only way we can make it through the day.
That's absolutely right. This industry is one that we've come to truly love, and we don't know why.
No.
But here we are, dealing with the masses day in and day out. And although you might hear bitching and rants about how we have to work at work and deal with all of you,
and each other,
we kid because we care. There's nothing in this world we would rather be doing except maybe
this here podcast.
Correctamundo.
For your ears. Also, please do us a favor. If we're not for you, then listen anyway. Hate listen, rage listen, binge listen us. Heckle us, because we know that the only thing better in this world than a good horror movie is a terrible fucking horror movie. As Pixie so perfectly puts it, if we're not for you, press play and walk away. That's right. Give us those all-important spins, but just, maybe don't listen.
Yeah, leave it for your pets.
Exactly. They like us, by the way.
They're big fans.
They are huge fans of ours, partially because of the cat interns.
Yeah.
One final disclaimer, this show, like the industries we cover, comes with some spicy fucking languages.
Ay, 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 muy caliente.
You have been forewarned.
Fuego.
Do us a favor, please listen, like, subscribe, share, rate and review. That's the big one. Rate and review. 5 stars with a written word review.
Cinco stars.
On whatever platform you are listening. It helps us move up the charts, and the words don't matter.
Yeah, press
just that
the
there
predictive
are words.
text 5 times. Just press the predictive text 5 times.
And whatever it says, and that just means that we get to move up those charts and get closer to doing this thing for a full-time living.
Yeah.
Us. Taking what we're given, because we're working for a living, man.
We are working women?
I am. I hustle my pussy, that's all I know, as you always say.
You gotta hustle that pussy.
If you want to help support us and get us off of the restaurants and into something more respectable, patreon.com/serviceentrancepeople. You can be a producer at many different levels. No matter which one you choose, you will be able to get free stuff. You'll get access to bonus materials. And if you are a Von Uppity, if you are an executive producer, you get your name said at the end of each episode. You can also help us out by becoming a content producer by emailing us oodles of your fun life stories to serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 854-345-7721 if you're not into the whole writing things down and you just want to vent out a particularly crazy thing that just happened. We do love that on our little voicemail action, so please take advantage of that as well.
Or you can message us on Facebook if you're sitting there and you're scrolling through on the toilet and you realize, hey, I got a really good story when I was doing customer service and it was crazy. Just go to Service Entrance People Podcast Podcast on Facebook, or you can DM us at Service Entrance People Pod on Instagram.
Girl, who all up in your DM?
Hopefully people who love this podcast.
I hope so. And if you are not into a whole full-on commitment type thing, you can also hit up our PayPal, which would be wonderful, which is at Service Entrance Peeps.
Beep, beep, beep.
One-time donation, doesn't matter, $1 or $1 million. Everything helps the program. And if you're interested in some limited edition merch, please reach out to us on the Facebooks or the Instagrams. We would love to hook you up with some of our first-run T-shirts that are now quickly going out of sale.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're flying off the shelves right now. We've got just a few left. So if you want some of the inaugural run of Service Entrance People merch, now's the time to speak up, man.
Yeah, do that.
Now, this part, Pixie, this part of the show is an important part, and I'd like you to highlight it as you do weekly.
This next part of our show is highly sponsorable.
Please make it stop being so sponsorable and sponsor it.
Yeah, get to sponsoring
The Shifty of the Week. Yes, please sponsor it. We are going to lock the doors, crank up the real music, and grab our Shifties of the Week. Pixie, what are you shifting this week?
I'm shifting water because I backfired by drinking beer.
Okay, then. Good for you. That is a responsible adult choice. I'm
Hey.
proud of your choices.
Water's important, so drink that shit.
Hydrate, baby. Always hydrate. I am going to throw more caution to the wind.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Still, this is like 4 weeks now that this thing has been living in my chest.
Yeah, I'm
And-
feeling it.
Yeah. Still feeling a little bit under the weather. Sounding like shit still, which is awesome. So I am going to go for Charleston's original since 1993 Palmetto Amber Ale from the Palmetto Brewing Company, brewed and canned by Made by the Water LLC, New Orleans, Louisiana, which is weird
Why?
because it's Palmetto Amber Ale from Palmetto Brewing Company in New Orleans.
Can you tell me what is a palmetto bug?
It's a fucking roach.
What kind of roach?
Cock!
Is it small? Is it tiny?
It's a little cock? No, they're big.
They're huge.
They're meaty. They're girthy.
They're like the hamburger patty of roaches.
It's a full-grown fucking roach is what it is.
Yeah. And yet we name streets after it
And beer
and beer.
that I'm about to tip open right now at 5.8 alcohol by volume, I may add.
Oh.
Aha!
Mm.
That's like 2 weeks in a row now. Again, with my sick brain that I've not spilled on myself.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you, Palmetto. That is just a nice little amber ale. Alrighty. Now, all locked and loaded there, let us jump into this week's continuation episode.
Okay.
This week's episode, episode 33, the Larry Bird of episodes,
Oh.
is entitled, I'd give it 0 stars if I could, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. We are finishing up our reviews of places that we have previously worked, all bad review edition.
Yes. These are after we left, and they just continue to be shit.
But maybe not too far after in some cases.
Yeah.
There may be a couple here that hit very closer to the home time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there may be.
Okay.
I'm just saying. We'll find out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out together as we run through episode 33. I'm stoked.
Yeah. Shall I start?
I think you should start.
Okay.
Go for it.
2 stars.
1, 2.
My wife, our 2 grandchildren, and I decided to have dinner. ... Cost $130. 2.
Wife, husband, grandchild. 4 people.
Yeah, 130.
I mean, not terrible so long as it's not like McDonald's.
It's dinner on the island. It's,
Okay.
you know.
All right. Well.
2 very hairy dogs were at the table next to us. 60 plus pounds. ... I don't know why he mentioned the dogs.
What? Yeah. How does that?
The dogs don't impact the rest of this review, and I will show you why.
I wonder if they were good dogs. I bet they were good dogs.
I mean, he didn't say the breed, but they were very hairy, apparently.
Well,
Was he just offended at their hairiness?
yeah.
Dude,
I love a good bush.
yeah, like, be
The
nice to
fuck?
dogs, man. Don't
You
be
should
a
be
dick.
lucky that you got to sit next to dogs in a restaurant.
Well, he ordered Again.
Okay.
I ordered the rainbow trout.
Okay. ...
The waitress asked how everything was, and I let her know the trout was not good.
You son of a bitch. ...
Completely tasteless. ... A short while later, she asked if we wanted dessert. ... My wife said, no thank you, but we'll take the check. ...
What is he doing with the ellipsis, man?
I don't know, but
You're killing it.
at which time she took the plate of rice that I was eating. ...
So after the wife said we'd like the check,
The waitress took the plate of rice that the man was still eating.
was he like actively like, was this a like in between, like fork in between plate and
Like,
mouth and she just took it?
Like,
Because that's justifiable to be pissed off.
Yeah, you're totally right in that she was a fucking bitch. But if
it was just sitting there and you ask for the check, then typically that is the like, and I'm done.
Yeah. Also, if it's like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of rice left, like, what are we talking about?
I
here?
like to make snarky, like funny comments with that. Like, are we just remembering the good times we had, or would you like me to take this away? Like, are we reminiscing over this? That one usually gets a good response.
He says, we only had 3 sodas as drinks and a water, ... Nothing worth the price, ... I did speak to the manager about our displeasure, ... Everyone have a great day, ...
So you talk to the manager, but there's no resolution on that?
Nope.
So you're shitty at writing.
You also mentioned the dogs.
Yeah.
For what? For fun? For flavor? Is that a flavor text? I appreciate the dogs.
Painting pictures with words.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. I like dogs.
And I did like how the grandiosity of everyone have a great day. Like, that's pretty...
My review is so awesome. You all have a good day now.
Clearly, the world is reading this.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
How's everybody doing? We have any out-of-towners here? Where are you from, ma'am?
This kitchen. I was born here. I grew up here.
I'm going to die here.
I'm going to die
100%
here.
I'm going to die here. Wow. Now, see, for me, especially if they're good dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs alone, you get 2 stars. That's like the whole SAT thing. Like, you get 600 points just for signing your name. If I'm out there and there's a dog there, legitimately,
yeah, I'm
a happier person.
That might be why they got 2 stars.
Could be.
Because he probably wanted to leave 0.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Point Pixie.
That's
okay.
why the dogs were there.
Okay.
All right. Now we know.
And
now
knowing
we know.
is at least 2.5673% of the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Last week, when we did this, we talked about the need for a baseline for what 3 stars is.
Yeah.
Right?
Where
there
is
needs to we all have to have a common barometer for 3 stars.
Yeah. Whether it be the service was good, but the food was bad, or like
but
the
like,
atmosphere
is 3
was
stars
awesome.
terrible? Is 3 stars like passable? Like, what is it? What
Everything
are we doing
was
here?
just meh.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. What are
it was
we
medium.
doing here? That is
Everything
my
was
question.
medium.
Yes.
Medium is 3 stars.
So, with that being said, I have a 3-star review for a place that I worked at a restaurant.
What?
3 stars. The food was good but bland. Hubs had pasta and I had a salad. So they're playful people because she's there, or he,
I was gonna
or
say.
he with the hubs.
Hubs. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
My hubby.
Yes. Our waitress was not good at all. She didn't even make eye contact when she came to the table.
Oy.
Just ran by, dumped some Diet Coke in the glass, and then ran off.
She might be busy. You know, that's a thing and it happens in restaurants.
Or socially awkward.
Aw, yeah, it's true. I am prone to the old panic attack there myself.
You are. Other servers were offering fresh ground pepper or fresh cheese.
Oh.
Not our waitress. She wasn't rude, but she was close as possible without going over the line.
So she was just probably awkward.
Which is awesome that she was right up to the line, but not over it.
You know, it's almost like we give these jobs to children.
It's almost like almost anybody could come in and do that job. And it took almost an hour to get our food. The restaurant wasn't crowded at all. And now we know why. We won't be back. $75 down the drain.
Well,
here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm sick. So can I take
Oh,
first.
are you still gonna go with the punchy?
Yeah.
Are you gonna,
Can I just say one thing?
Hold on. Let me get my drink. I'm gonna sit back here and
Mm-hmm.
just enjoy this. You go. All right.
Listen, bitch. What's happening here is I broke Boomer. Oh my God, you snarfled. He's snarfling.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Keep going. Yes, keep going. Never mind me. Yep.
I know you think the restaurant is empty, but we have these things. Gosh, what are they called? Apps. Yeah. People call in for apps and they also call over the phone and they do takeout. Sometimes there's so much takeout.
Can I just stop you for one quick
Yeah.
second? So you do realize that Pixie is talking about applications for to-go and delivery,
Yeah.
not apps as an appetizers.
No, you
'Cause-
fucking idiot.
Well, the way you said it, Pixie,
Yeah.
it really didn't sound like you were talking about what you were...
Ah.
I know what you were talking about
Yeah.
because I work with you,
Okay.
but it was not apparent.
Okay, that's my bad. I'm sick, so I'm a little testy. But these things, like carry-out and to-go orders, the restaurant can be empty. I've personally sat in a diner and seen 52 to-go orders prepared. The diner was empty, and it took me well over 45 minutes to get my meal. But because it's a diner, which is basically like, I don't know, a giant double wide, I could see them assembling all the to-go orders, which I find to be asinine. So just because you seem like it's alone in the restaurant, they're not fucking alone. How about you think about something other than yourself, okay?
It's context clues, but it's also, the thing is, now we don't know in any type of fullness of restaurant, especially if you are in an area such as ours
Mhm.
and it's like off season,
Yeah.
what the staffing levels are.
No, you don't.
We don't know what, if there are only a few other tables, what are they ordering? What's going on with that?
That they might
Are
be
they
offered.
complex? Are they complex orders that are going on that you're trying to fucking deal with and do?
That might require fresh ground pepper and cheese?
Or just more prep time is
Yeah.
I'm talking about the time to get to table.
True.
That's what they're complaining about here.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm trying
also
I'm trying to
pepper.
stay on focus. Well,
Yeah.
no, that's a server thing.
Okay.
You're now your anger is just getting all over everything.
I'm sorry.
You gotta focus it in. You gotta narrow the anger, Pixie. Okay, look in my eyes and let's get angry at the right things together. Okay.
I'll try.
So you have to understand, like in that context, that's how your food's getting done. Okay. It's not just like, well, I'm the only person here, so they have nothing else to do and nothing else is going on. We don't know. You don't know if they're just coming off a rush too and they're freaking like trying to unfuck themselves.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes kitchens are, here's a word I like to use, shitty. And sometimes in shitty kitchens, especially like after there is a big rush, there's this thing where the hard-working line cooks and chef and prep people fucking walk out and smoke cigarettes because they're filthy, fucking disgusting animals. And they leave the actual kitchen area less than fully staffed for anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes.
Or maybe someone just didn't change out the printer paper, so they're not getting the
Or
tickets.
exactly. Or some asshole didn't realize that when the red light that says paper empty is illuminated, there is no paper in the printer.
Damn you Mongolians messing up my shitty kitchen.
So I'm just saying, nobody's totally blameless on this one.
Yeah.
And sometimes kitchens can be a fuckhole, but at the same time, you're not the only person in the world. The whole we were the only people in the restaurant, or there was only this, or da-da-da. You don't know what's going on back there in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You don't know how many people are in there. They could be working fucking 2 people down and making some sort of Herculean effort to get your shit out in that hour because there's nobody fucking back there.
Yeah, I really don't think unless the food was atrocious that your $75 were down the drain.
Here's my question. But did you die?
Well, according to them, from what you've read, it's not that the food was bad, it just took a while to get out.
And they had a delightfully socially awkward server who may or may not have been fucking hostile.
Aw, adorable.
We love it. Now, that is one varietal of a 3-star review. Pixie, you have one locked and loaded, ready to go. let's see what this 3-star review may or may not mean.
So these people here, 3 stars
But
were...
what does it mean to you?
Yeah. We were there twice. So it clearly was good enough to come back. The first night was about 8:30, and we sat in the back. We were a large party. Service was a little slow, but everything was delicious.
Can I, real quick?
Yeah.
It takes more time to work on large parties. Keep going.
Yeah. I had a grouper sandwich. It was very good. We fought a couple of flies, but not too bad.
Did they fight them to the death?
I don't know. Did they dance fight them? The service night, I went back by myself and got the grouper sandwich.
The service night?
The service night. That's what they wrote.
Is that like full-on armor and sword? Like the manager of the night? Is it like the service night?
Oh, now that's
in
a great
shining
costume.
armor.
That's a great costume. I want like a McDonald's apron over the night.
Over the service night?
Yeah, over the night's armor.
Not like apron, but like they have the flag painted thing on
like the coat
knights.
of arms?
That's the word.
Yeah, the coat
but
of
like
arms.
on your shield for the service night, it would be the McDonald's coat of arms.
There you go.
That's fucking classy. You're goddamn welcome, McDonald's.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's from
Boom.
us.
The service night.
So
Actually, that's more of a BK thing.
Shut up.
If you think about
Why
it.
do they get all the knights and the kings?
Because it's a king situation.
Share and share alike,
Kings
I say.
get knights.
Okay. Knife.
Knife.
Anyway, the second night, I'm pretty sure this person means, they had the grouper sandwich. Still good.
Yay.
Bacon wrapped scallops. Period. Very good as well. But, capital on the BUT here.
But.
This night, I fought the flies something terrible.
Breaking rocks in the hot sun. I fought the flies and the flies won.
I asked to move. They were so bad. Yeah. So then they said one of the hostesses said that they made the manager aware of the situation so they could spray, but they hadn't yet.
I would hope not if you're sitting there with food.
Right?
Like,
It wasn't until I moved that I noticed 3 large trash cans by the front door. It seemed like a simple fix to me. Move the trash cans away from the customer's dining.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I will
Like-
say for this restaurant, like, I'm super stoked for you that the food was good. It's totally on them that there would be trash cans drawing flies.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a bad one.
One of the things that we will say, and this is not a, restaurant.
It's not a cop-out.
Yeah, restaurant good, customer bad. This is just a fact that in the South, in the
Fucking
heat,
flies, man.
flies are
Oh.
everywhere. Flies, and sadly, what was those bugs again, Boomer?
Oh, the palmetto
bugs.
Yeah, the roaches.
They're everywhere.
You cannot get rid of them.
That's why we named them something weird so you wouldn't gasp and freak the hell out. But we know they're roaches.
Yeah,
It's just a thing.
The fly thing, especially when you're talking about an indoor-outdoor seating type experience, there's really but so much you can do about nature, which sucks.
Yeah.
You're going to get mosquitoes. You're going to get the flies.
It's going to happen. There's going to be bees.
Yeah. It
Like,
sucks. And we don't want it.
I
don't
sure
want to fucking
shit
deal
don't
with
want
it.
those bees. I hate bees.
But there's also, that's not one of those like, fuck you, man, as a restaurant. You can't divert nature.
However, we can divert trash cans.
You abso-fucking-lutely can.
And that deserves it. So I appreciate your 3 stars because they had good food and good service.
But again, 3 stars with poisoning them with fucking all of the flies and
They
the
didn't
dirty food.
poison them. They
You
just
know what
kind
I
of
mean.
ruined his night.
But
you
what
know?
I'm saying, like, where are we coming with 3 stars?
Yeah, it's a confusing area.
Oy. Here's at least a little bit more as far as on the spectrum. It's a 2-star review.
Okay.
And this place, though I love, honestly, this was a great place. Sadly, I gave this place 2 stars because of the manager named... Not going to do it.
Aw, bummer. I was excited.
It starts with a C.
Mm-hmm. Cunty McGibbons.
Yes. Actually, no, it's Cunty Magoo.
Cunty Magoo.
She was extremely rude to my family
Ooh.
and me. She yelled at us for having, quote, too long of conversation with our server. She said, y'all will be kicked out if you keep my worker from doing his job.
Oy.
I love this place, but I wish the workers could be treated with respect. I talked to one of the busboys, and he told me to help him.
Oh my God.
Like, blink twice if you are not safe. I pray for these workers.
Aw.
Blank. Cunty Magoo, y'all, be warned.
Damn.
Now, Pixie,
Yes.
I would like you to read the next one because
Oh, it's a follow-up.
no, it's not a follow-up. This is a second one
This is a second offense?
from somebody different,
Oh my God.
but about
Cunty Magoo?
Christine. I said it. There, I said it. Her name's Christine. She works at a restaurant. Find
Oh, you named her.
Find it. Slander.
1 star. One thing, all caps, I will never do in blank is eat at this establishment. Exclamation point.
So, if we're doing a list of what you would do for love,
It wouldn't be that.
no,
No.
it won't be that.
It won't be that.
Heard.
The manager,
Mm-hmm.
Mishmeen,
New adventures of old. Mm-hmm.
Cunty Magoo, was extremely rude. The way she talked to her employees was very unprofessional and, quite frankly, unacceptable. It's understandable because they are interns.
What? It's not understandable to talk somebody shitty because they're an intern.
That's what it says here, though.
What's next? You can even blowies and fucking come all over their clothes?
Jesus.
It's a presidential thing.
That's disgusting.
It's history. It's a direct quote. You can't be mad at me.
It's understandable because they're interns, but I stand for human rights.
Yes.
And
see,
everyone should be treated fairly.
that's the kind of indignation I need with a 1-star review. I need human rights brought into it.
It gets even better.
Give me.
Great service from the host to the servers
Yeah.
to the bartender
Uh-huh.
to the window to, the
walls.
wall.
All kinds of sweaty balls.
But my God, I've never wrote a complaint in my life.
Sure.
Yeah, you totally did. I will do everything within my power to make sure that Cunty Magoo gets what she deserves.
Oh, shit.
I will troll. I will post. I will go to the social media platforms to take care of it.
Wow.
Who talks to any individual like that? Question mark. You guys really need to look into management team. All caps. Unacceptable.
God fucking damn. So, can I jump on the both sides of this coin?
Absolutely.
So you and I have had the discussion about people leaving reviews about talking with staff and the way we can joke off color with staff and it can come off
Yeah.
as being inappropriate. However, I will say this does not seem like this.
This
case
that.
absolutely does not seem like that. This seems like New Adventures of Old Cunty Magoo.
Blink twice if you're safe.
If they're legitimately like pulling side staff aside and being like, you may be abused. You may be being clinically abused.
Show me on the doll where she touched you.
Where? What part of your body is the money not going to? Is it all not going to you? Like,
But still, it's understandable because they're
right.
interns.
No, it's unprofessional and unacceptable, and it's understandable because no.
No.
Either you stand for human rights, lady, or you don't. Okay?
This was very confusing.
What the fuck?
I mean, because you said you've never written a review before, maybe you just got a little muffled there.
I feel like maybe you have.
I feel like you might be a little bit of Miss Lili Pants, but you know.
I love that she's going to take to the fucking internet, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to take to the message boards and the trolls and the AI and Elon
Streaming
Musk
platforms.
and TikTok and Verbo and fucking I don't
Verbo?
know.
What the fuck
I'm
is
just
Verbo?
naming. I don't know. I saw an ad for it on the TV one day. Now I want to whip off a couple of 1-stars from a place that is colloquially known as America's first job.
Oh.
That many young kids have their first job at.
So we hire children to work here.
Like,
And then we get mad that they act like children when they work here.
Yeah, like it's not coming in at the top of the job code with all of the worldly experience.
Gotcha.
But some 1-star reviews. I'll do one, you do one here. All right.
Okay.
So 1 star at 11:25. They had everything closed, and they said they were, quote, updating their system so they wouldn't have to serve. You could smell the weed from the back of the building. The other restaurants was open and said, no, there were no updates. And if so, it would always go after midnight.
I go out walking after midnight.
Because I'm stoned from closing the store early. I'm shocked that there would be marijuana going on in America's first job restaurant.
Really? Are you?
Nope.
Nope.
Not even a little
kinda.
bit. No,
No.
not even a little bit. Although I've gone to drive-thrus before where I will pull up and they'll be like, "Are you a DoorDash order?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Well, we're only doing DoorDash orders."
The fuck?
Oh, what? Huh? Like it'll be like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, and I think they just don't want to fucking do any business. So they'll make up excuses. This one place in particular,
Can you DoorDash it and pick it up yourself?
I guess. I don't, or can I order on DoorDash and then you're gonna make it? But I can't order it through the drive-through right now.
That's
is the thing.
So fucking weird.
And they've absolutely been like, yeah, we don't take credit cards right now or cash.
Yeah, I've definitely had that.
And I've had at a burger place being like, we only have the fish. It's just, and one of these nights I'm like, because usually I hit that on the way home after leaving a restaurant because it's the only thing that's fucking open.
Yeah.
I seriously want to be like, look, dude, just tell me you don't want to make me food. Like,
Yeah,
it's the lies that hurt.
Be honest and tell me you just don't want to do your job.
It's the lies that hurt the most.
And
with
then
that.
I'm going to ask you for just one thing. I'm
Come
going to
on.
ask you for a burger, plain, no LTO. And we're going to look at me. Look at me in my boomer face.
Look at
and
this.
be like, you
How
know
can
what?
you say no to this,
Yeah,
Punim?
Exactly.
Come on. Jesus Christ.
So, same place. I would give it no stars if I could.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. We started our order. The girl never said another word. We kept saying hello into the speaker. We drove around to the window to find out the problem. And bam! Lights off inside.
Nice.
Employees were under the trees in the corner laughing and having a good time. 12 was the advertised closing time. This was 9:35.
See, man.
Those
sometimes
people clearly didn't want to work.
You just got to go out for your marijuana's breaks. That's all. Just give them a minute to get good and stoned.
Or maybe they're just not coming back in.
Yeah, that would be the other possibility.
And you know what? As much as I'm not defending them.
No.
Like, this is a horrible thing because you should be able to get your food. It's messed up. I know. I've personally had problems where I went to go and order a breakfast, and I will tell you.
Oh, this destroyed you.
Yeah.
You were fucked for like 2 days on this.
The only thing I wanted, was this breakfast sandwich. And I got up obnoxiously early for my long drive. It's 5 hours down 95, knowing that I would get this breakfast sandwich. And I pull up to the drive-thru. No shit. It's 10:23. Stop serving breakfast at 10:30 or 11, one of the two. And I'm like, yeah, so I'll have and I give them my order, only to have the lady reply to me, we stop serving breakfast at 10:30 or 11. And I'm like, yeah, and it's 10:23. And then she just let it hang there like a fart in the air.
Nice.
Just, we're going to stare each other down like gunslingers because she's clearly not making me shit. So I drove away sad because it was the only thing I wanted. And unlike most people, I don't have 5 or 10 things I want to order. I don't even have 2 things I want to order. It's one thing that you assemble quickly. Just give it to me. It costs
Give it me.
It costs
Give
like
it me now.
$3.50 with tax. Like, can you just give me the one thing? I'm not even ordering a drink. There's no extra steps involved. It sucks. I know it sucks. However, the other side to this coin that we all have to accept is this is what happens when you hire children.
Yeah.
You hire people under 25, it's already just, butt fucking shenanigans.
Getting butt fucked in the face.
Exactly. I mean, realistically, you're going to want someone 30 and over to get shit done proper. But this place
Not to be ageist.
Yeah, but these people will totally like management, like GM material is like age 24.
That is very true.
What were you doing at 24? I was an alcoholic. So you tell me.
I was a radio DJ, so drug addict.
Yeah, there you go. See, Boomer and I weren't stars.
No.
So, it's a fucking mess.
Fix your shit.
Yeah, exactly. You want to dabble into retail land?
I do.
Let's do this.
Now, one of the things that I have a huge weakness for is shoething.
Shoes?
I love me shoes. I'm a big shoe guy. And
Got this baby goo all over them.
What?
Yeah, shoes. They got this baby goo on them. Knocked up? No?
No.
Ah.
So I worked at a shoething store,
Mm-hmm.
and I got but the store got a 1-star.
Ah.
We are loyal customers of your brand.
Mm.
They always have great items and prices. However, the customer service we received was very unpleasant, unhelpful staff, and very rude. We asked for some sizes we needed, but they always say we don't have it.
That was the sentence?
Yes. We asked for some sizes we need, but they always say is, quote, we don't have it, unquote, without checking their system or stockroom in the back.
They might just know that they don't have it.
That's true. That's
It could
to,
be like
to be fair.
size 6 to 7 we just don't have.
Or I know for a fact in that particular model,
Yeah.
what we have on the floor is all that we have.
Yeah.
Like that happens. That's a legitimate thing. That is real. Back to it. I highly recommend for the 2 young sales staff to undergo customer service training and for the older staff to quit hiding behind the rack or go to the corner to check her personal phone.
Gasp.
The customer service we received from blank stores are always outstanding except tonight this store. You son of a bitch.
Well, it does seem like they sucked.
It
I'm not gonna
really
lie.
it does. There does seem to be some sucking involved, but again, my one thing is with the whole they very well could know that they are out of those sizes.
Yeah.
But everything else, totally fucking valid.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They suck.
But is that really a 1-star?
I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
weird working in the food arena with it. Like I get the stars on the reviews because there's a
food quality
there's a
issue.
thing, right?
Yeah.
But like I still bought a pair of shoes. It just was a pain in the dick. Like your whole point though is, do you like the shoes that you left with?
Yeah.
Did you get the shoes you wanted?
What, are you mad because we didn't care more?
That you're getting the shoes that you wanted?
Yeah.
Like that's what makes it weird for me on
Yeah,
that
we
one.
don't know if you purchased anything or not. You kind of left it ambiguous, and
Yeah.
we don't really know how to address that.
I really just want to okay. People who do TED Talks, please invite me to do a TED Talk on not blue-balling people with your fucking reviews and how to write a proper full-fledged review of something. That way, maybe America can live its best possible self as a nation and know when you're complaining what it is you're complaining about and how the story resolves.
Oh my God.
That was my pitch for a TED Talk.
I'm exhausted just watching you do that with all the hand waving and gesturing.
Well, that's how we do it at the conferences, okay?
I gotta say, Boomer is very flamboyant in his gesturing, and there's just so much going on there because he's gangly like an octopus.
Hey, we here
For you.
for you. Let's keep going back to some
This is some
re-tease.
Yeah, this is some retail here.
This
Yeah.
is a you, right? You
This is
retailed
from
here?
a former store that I used to work at. So this one comes from someone's, after Thanksgiving Day shopping excursion.
Oh, we doing a little Black Friday?
Yeah,
Where all politeness, decency, and rules seem to go out the fucking window?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bad time.
But they come to our area wearing khaki and white. And they say things like Mary, Mary.
But we know what they really
mean.
I worked at a retail place that literally we would do $1 million just on Black Friday.
That's obscene.
Fucking obnoxious.
Well, this place didn't have such issues.
Darn.
1 star. Not all caps. Not a great Black Friday experience. 2 exclamation points.
Which, again, I say there is probably no such thing as a really good Black Friday experience.
Visiting on vacation, and as soon as we walked in, we felt like we were unwanted there.
Were you?
We were casually browsing around. No one seemed to want to ask us if we needed anything or even a simple greeting. You know, that's kind of how we do it in the South. We just kind of let you do you and we'll do us. And then, gee, when you want to purchase those beachy goods, you'll just approach the counter. But, you know, the 2 women that were working were just carrying on their conversation, didn't give us the time of day. Then when we approached the counter to check out, the ladies checked us out, were rude.
You bitches.
She threw my card back at me during the transaction.
Are they tripping?
Then she threw the pen, ... While we were walking out the door, we didn't receive a have a nice day or enjoy your day. Nothing, ... Now, can I just say, if you proceeded to the counter, you rang up the items.
Yep.
Like the lady rings up the items. She throws your card back at you. She throws a pen at you. And then you go to walk out and she's like, you have a nice day. You'd be like, you fucking twat.
Yeah.
What the hell would you be telling me to have a nice day for? You physically assaulted me with objects.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not good.
That's weird. It's weird. Now, again, I have to touch on the Southern hospitality thing.
Please do.
I'm sorry, guys. If you expect us to be, hi, y'all. How y'all doing? You enjoying your vacation? Oh, that's so good. You live on the island? I didn't know that. Oh, well, bless your heart, darling. That's not going to fucking happen.
That means fuck you.
We have to say that shit so much that within 3 weeks, your soul is dead. We don't have it in us. If you think you're special because you came into this store, I'm sorry. You're not special.
What?
I know. So they conclude this with cute store, horrible customer service in all caps. Yes. Okay. Maybe they should have asked you what you were looking for, but I'm just going to pose this for you. Maybe. Just maybe, it's the same shit that's in every freaking store, which is flip-flops, shirts with kitschy sayings, and a bunch of bullshit that you don't necessarily need to go to the beach, like towels that you already have, toys for your kids that are overpriced, and water bottles, and a sun hat. I mean, come on.
I love Punchy Pixie. But
you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, here's my thing. Yes, there is only a certain amount of like fake Southern charm that one can do, especially if one's not from the South.
Yeah, I'm not.
Secondarily, however, on Black Friday, you should not expect anything.
No.
It is the most miserable, soul-crunching day ever. And people are super, super cool with being like, yeah, I'm just going to fucking ruin your time with, your life.
Yeah.
For making you work 15 hours today.
Yeah, we called in all our extra staff because we plan on it being mobbed.
Yeah, like it's not fair to expect anybody's best on a Black Friday. It's all I'm saying with that.
Yeah.
It really, it's not.
They've been there since like 4 a.m. preparing for the 6 a.m. crowd because y'all are crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Seriously, though, we used to $1 million a day.
That's insane.
On that. It was fucking, and it was a 14 to 16 hour day that you had to work.
I worked at a pharmacy/convenience store, and I got to say, like, it was crazy, but I was young enough and dumb enough that it was exciting.
Yeah, no.
But also, it wasn't a tourist area. I think I would have died if I was in a tourist area.
Yeah.
Like, we were just dealing with people, like, buying milk, but also, like, a million toys.
Yeah, no. Fucking oof. Oof.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, let's wrap down this trip back through memory lane of places we have worked before with the shitty reviews and wind up with a 1-star review of
always like getting on a good note.
Yep, and high on a retail place that I worked. 1 star, horrible. I purchased a pair of pants on sale. We were in town on a vacation. They didn't share with me that these were a final sale.
Oof.
They said they were too busy to be bothered to tell every customer. I was there in February, I guess, meaning there wasn't a lot of
Okay.
people. There were 2 customers in the store at the time. They had 3 people working there. No one told me that the sales were final. There were a couple of not very distinct signs in small print telling you that they were final sale.
Listen.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Back that
There
up.
were signs.
There were signs that did tell you, just
Yep.
because they weren't bold,
But
highlighted.
clearly you knew about the signs because you're talking about them.
Yes. So
This
they
is
were there.
The same thing as we talked about the other week with getting the menu and seeing what's on the
price of the menu
and reading everything and ordering it and then being shocked. So
Yes.
there were signs. You, sir, may be in the wrong here.
or madam.
Or madam. I don't know.
All we know is there were signs. You saw them. And
Mhm.
why the hell would every employee need to tell you when there are signs?
Yep. I work at an anthropology store
Okay.
and Indianapolis. We have hundreds of people
Wait a
a
minute.
day
What? Does she work for Indianapolis?
coming into the store. Yes, I work at an anthropology store and Indianapolis. We have hundreds of people a day coming into the store all year. ... When we have final sale on merchandise, period. It is our policy to tell every individual customer at checkout it is a final sale and ask them if they bother to try the item on. I was very upset at their lack of consideration and their laziness to mention this to the customers.
What
Now,
about your laziness to
of
read the sign?
human language, yes, and the signs. Now, I will also say that certain stores do also have certain standards. Some stores have higher standards than others. So clearly, and Anthropology and Indianapolis has a little
higher
bit
standard.
higher, more like this is what we do and telling every person every time, which is the ideal, which is how it should be.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if they're fucking signs, no matter how big or how small, it's posted, man.
Yeah.
That shit's posted.
Just like, please wait to be seated or please see the hostess. It's a sign.
It is a sign.
Just
I bet you
like
there's fucking arrows involved in everything.
Restrooms this way. That's a sign. That doesn't mean piss in the plant. It
Or
means go to the restroom.
Are for guests only.
Oh, God
yeah. That's one of my big pets.
forbid.
All right. We've shit on our former places of work enough, although it's not us doing the shitting. It was other people doing the shitting for us. The best
Yes.
possible shitting. Somebody else's shitting.
Also, though, we did defend you where you deserve to be defended, and we corrected you where we feel you deserve to be corrected. Do with your information as you will.
Do with your information.
Do with our information as you will.
I liked watching you get pissed twice in a row in
Yeah.
two separate weeks. I enjoyed that.
I don't feel well.
Yeah, let's fix our shit and get back to you being like Pixie positive and me just being a delightful prick.
Yes.
Can we do that?
Yeah, let's switcheroo.
Yeah,
Switcheroo
let's
the
go
rules
back
there.
to how when the show was like super popular or taken off, we were doing it.
Okay.
And we just kind of
Okay.
switched it after we got sick.
I'll go back to my can-do attitude. Let
There
me
you
just
go.
take a big sugar full of Southern charm and choke on it.
There you go. Choke it right on down. Bukkake that shit. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank
We
you.
appreciate you. We don't do this without you. And we can't say thank you enough, especially to our executive producers, Chris Moore and Chuck Cumberland.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you to our content producers, Jeff Teal and Chef Hope.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And if you want to be like any of these fine people, there are ways to do that. You can go to patreon.com/serviceentrancepeople, become a producer at any level. You do receive free swag. You get access to all of our bonus materials. And if you are an executive producer, of course, you do get your name said at the end of the episode. To become a content producer, you can simply send us oodles of stories, serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com, or leave us voicemails at 854-345-7721. If you want to contribute monetarily, but not in a consecutive way, Pixie,
You can do a one-time donation at PayPal at Service Entrance Peeps. $1 or $1 million, it's up to you.
you can also reach out to us on our social medias about the dwindling stash of first-run Service Entrance People merch.
Yep, just contact us on Facebook at Service Entrance People Podcast, or on Instagram, you can DM us at Service Entrance People Pod.
Girl, who, all up, D, yours, M.
People liking the podcast.
Ugh.
One hopes.
Yay.
Yay.
Please also don't forget to remember not to forget our YouTube channel, which is at Service Entrance People. It's where you can go to listen to episodes of the show with closed captioning provided for our hearing impaired listeners. And soon we will have video. Up there. I
Yay.
do promise you that. And building off the success of these, the places that you and I worked were shit stories, we are going to have an episode coming up in the not too distant future with friend of the program, Mr. Courtney Gaines, who is an actor you may know from such movies as Children of the Corn, The Burbs.
Love The Burbs.
Great fucking movie. Can't
Young
Buy Me
Tom
Love.
Hanks.
He was actually he was in one of the Halloween remakes
Nice.
with Rob Zombie. He was the ambulance driver.
That's
And
awesome.
I forget if it was the first one or the second one. He also is a musician, so check out the Courtney Gaines group, which is one of the projects he's working on right now, which
Hell
is
yeah.
very, very cool. But Courtney's going to be joining the show, and we're going to be doing bad reviews of movies and his acting performance in certain movies.
How about that?
So it's going to be super, super fun. I cannot wait for that. Also, we are planning on being on an episode of So the Story Goes with my friend Brian Chartrand. He's going to be joining us, and we are going to be on one of his episodes as well. All of that is coming in the near future as well.
So a lot coming up.
Yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff coming on. We're going to have guests on. We're going to be guests places. It's pretty fucking cool, Pix.
Yeah. Guess what's next?
I don't know.
We're going to be leaving.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will talk to you again next week. Wednesday, midnight, brand new episodes of Service Entrance People. I cannot thank you enough for tuning in. My name is Boomer.
And I'm Pixie. Adios.
What can I say? I won't give it up.
What's up, everybody? My name is Brian Chartrand. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Phoenix, Arizona, and I started a podcast called So the Story Goes with Brian Chartrand. It's a podcast that connects with creatives, mainly creatives here in Phoenix, but also international touring artists, names that you definitely will recognize. And we talk about everything from pop culture to music to art, how they stayed creative during the pandemic. It's a lot of fun, especially if you love music, and I know you do. I'm also old friends with your dear friend, Boomer. I hope you check out So the Story Goes. I think you'll dig it. You can find it at Apple Podcasts, on Amazon. Join us for the next conversation. We're celebrating 100 episodes. Thanks for listening.